Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Jamo and Dylan Show. Today is episode 231 and it's a sad week for me, Dylan.
Yeah, bro, you've had an interesting one to say the least.
Yeah, so I haven't told you guys, but I've been playing five-a-side soccer recently with a bunch of our mates. We've been going pretty bad, to be honest, but I don't know. I felt like I was, in a bit of form, playing well, haven't been injured for quite some time, and then bang, knee injury. I think it's pretty bad.
So the game happens, you're playing.
Yep. Okay, we are maybe 2 minutes in, we get a penalty.
Yep.
I step up, bang at bottom corner.
Yep.
And then I reckon 2 minutes later, so we're heading into the 4th or 5th minute of the game, I'm on the halfway line. I cut inside of Chad, so like sent him the wrong way.
Yep.
Got the ball out at my feet, absolutely thumped it. And as I came down and landed, it was awkward because my body was moving to the right and as I shot, and I landed severely on my right leg, and it was like a shotgun went bow.
If you're saying that feeling as if a shotgun had shot your knee, that's what it felt.
It was
like
yeah.
Sort of like everything blew up.
Yeah, like in a
Impact.
movie when you kneecap someone, that was what happened.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. And look, this is the 4th time it's happened, so I'm no stranger to issues like this.
So you land on it, boom, and then you're just down straight away. You just go,
Oh, instantly. I knew what was wrong.
Yeah.
But unlike other times, I didn't kick up a fuss about it because
Yeah.
I knew what had happened. I was in a hell of a lot of pain, but I army crawled off the pitch, and then I sat on the far side, so not where the bench is,
Yep.
because I was on that side of the pitch, right? And then I had to sit there in pain, waiting for an ice pack. It was quite depressing. And as I'm leaning against this fence, there's like an under-16s girls game or something on the real pitch, right? And there's all these family members, and I'm just like groaning. I'm like, oh.
So they're probably thinking this bloke's fucked.
But involuntarily,
Yeah.
I couldn't control how I was reacting. So that was quite embarrassing. There's one guy that was like, oh, you're right, mate. And I'm like, clearly fucking not. Like, when people ask that, I know they mean well, but in that moment, you just want to punch them in between the fucking
you're thinking,
eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a couple of the boys came over because we had an extended bench that day. So it's 5-a-side. We had 3 on the bench. So a couple came over and like Jared gave me his water bottle. Someone got an ice pack for me. So that was good. Then I said, okay, when half time comes, take me over to the other side of the pitch, right?
Yep.
So half time comes, they pick me up. I believe it was Andrew on one side and Zach on the other. Could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. And I'm not a light boy, and they were struggling. They got me over, and the pain that I felt in my knee when they were carrying me was awful. It was gravity was putting so much stress on my knee, even though it wasn't even touching the floor.
Yep.
It was so weird.
All the pressure.
So I was in a world of pain. Sat me down, and then maybe 2 or 3 minutes passed, and I started to feel nauseous.
Okay. So it's kicking in.
It was like all the adrenaline had just fallen off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I knew that the next few minutes were going to be bad. I thought I needed to throw up.
Yeah.
I've never had this with a knee injury before. I was really nauseous and I felt sick. And I told the boys, I was like, look, I might need to go into the bush because there's a few like shrubs and stuff. So I said, I might need a hand in a minute. I said, just don't take me yet. Like, I'll just try and power through it. It started getting worse and worse. And then I started getting really cold.
Yep.
Extremely cold.
Get them shivers, bro.
Sweating profusely. And I'm thinking, what the hell? It's a pretty cool night. This is strange. I knew that there was something wrong, apart from the knee being in the wrong spot.
Yep.
And then I started to lose my vision.
Okay.
So now I'm thinking, all right, I'm starting to think
Something's
I'm
going
going to
on.
pass out. And I've never like had a pass out like this in my life.
Yep.
I've had a knockout at school, but I've never had a pass out. And then my hearing started to go. When my hearing started to go and my vision started to go black, that's when I was thinking, I might be dying here.
You thought that's the end?
So that wasn't even the last of it. Then my breathing went. I couldn't breathe, Dylan.
Are you by yourself at this point?
No, so I had a little bit of help from Zach. I said, I want to go over there. There's a bench. It's a bit further away from people. I just wanted to, if I was to die, be in a different spot.
Like a dog when they go to a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like it was a wooden bench and then there was like red type gravel on the floor. You know that red orange like little rocks stuff?
Yeah.
I was in that. Zach was with me and he was really good. So shout out to Zach. We'll also talk about him in a bit, but he was really helpful, just being a good friend. And then I got to the point where I said, look, I really appreciate your help, but I need you to go now.
Okay.
I wanted
to be alone.
I wanted to die alone.
Yeah.
Because at this point, there was no part of me that thought that I wasn't dying.
Yeah.
And my brain had kind of told me that I am as well. So this is no vision, no hearing, no breathing anymore.
So you just thought this is my
This is it.
time.
I collapsed forward into gravel. Like maybe 15, 20 seconds later, I felt like I was back. Then I rolled around and had my back facing away from the game.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So my back's on the fence facing away from the game. And I sat there and I started to slowly recover.
Okay.
One of the blokes who runs the venue came over and he had like an earpiece on and he was really proper and stuff. And he said, oh, like what happened? I told him what happened. He said, oh, can I get you anything? And I said, oh, I'd love a Gatorade. He bought me a Gatorade.
Okay, so you got a free Gatorade out
Yeah,
of
I
it,
did.
so it's worth it.
I wouldn't say
There
that.
you go,
but,
mate.
the Gatorade actually helped. It
Okay.
sprung a bit of life into me. So if Gatorade want to fucking sponsor the show or anything, you know.
There you go, mate. Bet your Prime wouldn't have done that.
Oh, no.
No way, bro.
We had a little nibble of that the other day and it wasn't great.
Strawberry banana flavour.
Yes.
I honestly do not like how it tastes at all.
Yeah, I had maybe 5 that I took to the boys.
They love it?
Everyone hated it apart from Zach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Zach didn't mind
No, I
it.
hated that flavour.
Yeah, neither did I.
But,
No, so did I. Not neither did I.
You know, it's obviously a successful drink.
Yeah.
So majority of people love it. Whatever.
Definitely. So yeah, the knee injury, very, very unfortunate. I've got it iced at the moment.
Yeah, very swollen.
Yep, everyone's been very
All fat
helpful.
and
Yeah, it's
purple and
disgusting.
yellow.
Yeah,
So-
it's literally a fat knee, like
Yeah.
a fat person's knee.
I guess you'll find out,
When
I don't know, within the
scans.
coming weeks what's wrong with it.
Yeah, but I'm a
hard
bit
to
scared
know.
because obviously we have Europe.
Yep.
I don't have private health, so surgery, please no. And then I'll also be put onto a waiting list if that's the case.
Sometimes you get lucky, though, with those
Yeah.
waiting lists with
But
surgery.
I'm also
but-
thinking surgery is like best outcome for my long-term health, but it's the worst outcome
For your
for
short
what's coming
term.
up.
Yeah.
Like I can't really, genuinely cannot afford to not go to Europe because you can't get refunds and like stuff like that. So no, it's a nightmare. It's scary, but I am looking to do all the right things and hopefully be right.
Who knows? Maybe you get the scans and it's not a catastrophe.
Oh man,
Maybe it's a month.
that is the hope. But like I was saying to you earlier, I've got nuts and bolts and screws in there.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
any of those are dislodged, then it could mean bad things. And I was saying to you that there was a bloke at Chemist Warehouse the other day, yesterday actually, and he had a full knee replacement because an airline up
Yes.
north had accidentally basically crushed his leg.
This is unbelievable.
So he was doing them a favor. One of the air hostess staff said, "Oh, can you please go and press the button to like release the stairs?"
Yep.
And then as he was walking down the stairs, that button was pressed again by someone else and it crushed his knee. He needed a full knee replacement. Now he doesn't have much movement of it. He can't work at all. And he gets his payout soon. However, he is pretty much cooked for life.
Yep.
So yeah,
Don't help out airlines. You know, don't do their job for
Yeah, well,
them.
that's the
what
story,
I've
isn't
learned.
it?
Poor fella.
the moral.
What did he say? His life's never been worse, like movement-wise, right? Worse
Yeah,
thing
so
that's
he
ever
actually
happened.
showed us. He showed his normal functioning leg. He can like, so when he's standing, he can
Yeah.
bend it back. Like when you're doing a quad stretch.
Yep.
Yeah, when you're holding your
nice.
leg back. And his other one, so okay, normal leg, you can do it like that. This one's like that. He can
Oh.
only move it that far.
I
So
wonder how much he got paid out. I hope a lot.
yeah, I hope a
Okay.
lot too.
Speaking of planes, see those people died of turbulence.
Yeah,
Singapore Airlines, 1 dead, 30 injured. That's unbelievable. I've never heard of that.
no seat belts. Like they weren't wearing the seat belts. Plane had to drop a very, very big distance. Gravity in that, bang, straight
That's
up
a
they go.
Crack
Heads-
neck.
Yep, cracked neck. And then
And
one dead.
Singapore are usually voted as one of, if not the best airlines in the world. They win
Yes.
lots of awards, so that's a big flaw for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a fault somewhere along the line of the
Yep.
airline. So
No.
sad, bro.
It's not good. Not good at all.
Yep, yep.
Anyway, let's get on to a better note. Luke Littledale, big night for him.
Yeah, mate.
He is
17-year-old champion.
The Premier League champion to the Premier League of darts. They get the 8 most exciting / best darts players in the world. Obviously, it was his debut in this tournament. He actually finished on top of the ladder.
Yep.
Then he won the semi-final last night. Then he hit a 9-darter in the final, and he won the final. Now, amazing achievement. He's only the second person in history to hit a 9-darter in the final.
Yep.
And he's 17 years old, as you said. He's taken the darts world by storm. He's made it exciting for
Got 40
neutrals.
years ahead of him.
And we got a Neds win on this one. So
We did. If you were listening to our Ned's bets, you would have put some money on him and come away with a victory.
yeah. So that one, I think it was paying like 280 or
It
something.
was around that, yep.
Yeah, so you could
Nothing
have
wrong with 20 into 50 something,
exactly
you know.
double that. But yeah,
On.
shout out to Luke Littler, shout out to Neds, and also shout out to Joe Sugg and the fellas.
This was really good.
It was nice.
It's nice to see that we're still loved.
So Joe Sugg, who's been on our show before via Zoom during COVID, he hopped on the fellas show.
And we get a message from him every now and then.
Yeah, he's
Joseph.
just a great man.
He's
And
a really kind guy.
when we go over there, hopefully we can catch up for a drink
Yeah.
or a little coffee or something.
A proper UK YouTube legend.
Yeah.
No doubt about that at all.
Been around for so long, and he's just still loved and just adored by so many people. But he went on to the Fellas podcast, which we've done as well.
Yep. They were talking about their Australia tour
Yeah.
in 2022.
And the fact they didn't get to go to Perth, and they said next time they'll try to. And Joe Sugg said, yep, Jamo and Dylan are from Perth.
Yeah.
And then Cal Freezy, top lads.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're still in our minds. Sorry, we're still in their minds.
Yes, we are for now.
For now.
For now.
That'll probably already expired, to be honest.
Yeah.
But much love to them, and hopefully we'll get to see them.
Oh, it'd be great
when
to
we're
catch
over
up
there.
again, wouldn't it?
I
Show us
mentioned
around London.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier how Zach Denholm was really loving and supportive when I was going through this, when my body was in complete shock.
Yep.
And I just want to give a shout out to him for finishing a half marathon
Yes.
in 2 hours' time. Well done.
Very good effort. He's been training a lot for it. It's his new hobby. He loves them.
Yeah.
Signed up for a few more this year. Come a long way since his first one as well. So it's good to see.
Yeah, and he's getting better every time he does them.
He is.
Very inspirational man, Zach.
He's improving, isn't he?
And then the biggest shock of all,
Yep.
Brandon Lear, Rambo, who's come on the show a few times,
Yep.
he signed up to do the half marathon as well.
And he put no effort in with the
No.
training.
I think in total, like not in total, like in his whole life, the furthest he's ran in one is like 6Ks.
Yep. Yep.
And he was asked to do 21 and a half or whatever it is.
Yep.
And I went down, you were working, you were busy, and he did it. He finished
With
the
12-minute Ks. I've just worked it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because what, 2 hours 54?
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah,
that's okay.
it's slow as.
but he still completed it, so good for him.
We were all saying, oh, he's not going to last 10Ks. He's not going to last 8Ks.
Yeah.
Maybe 12. But he finished the whole thing.
He sent me a voice message at like, I think he called me at about 8:30 when he was 17K in.
Yeah.
He's like, are you at the finish line? I was like, no. He's like, why not?
It was
But
funny
no.
because we were like maybe 100 meters past the finish line.
Yeah.
So we saw him after he'd finished walking and stumbling and stuff. I've got videos. I might
Yeah.
pop them in.
It's a big effort, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you're running for nearly, in his case, 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we can confirm he wasn't the slowest out of everyone.
Yes.
But he was in the 1% worst times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there were lots of people. I was at work that day, and then lots of people in the shopping centre walking around with their HBF.
What time was that when he was still running?
Yeah, exactly. But walking around with their shirt on, and a few of them mentioning it to me
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So obviously they wanted a pat on the back, which I wasn't going to give to strangers.
Yeah.
If I saw them with a shirt, right, and
Yeah.
I knew they wanted me to ask about it, and I was thinking, there's no fucking chance I'm giving you that satisfaction. No way, bro.
Yeah. And it was funny. Rambo was like, oh, I'm going to take a photo of my medal and put it on like the dating app.
Yeah.
We were like, that's not going to start any conversations.
No,
Like,
not at all, mate.
especially when they ask, oh, like what time did you run it in?
She's probably run like a 150
Yeah.
or something.
It was funny because when I went with Jared Moore, good friend of the show, and as we pulled up and then walked there was like so many girls who had finished the half marathon walking past us.
Yep.
as we were
Bro,
arriving.
people finish them quick. It's really impressive.
Yeah,
the
it
winner.
is.
I wonder what the winner ran. It would have been a quick time. I think they
Yeah.
get 5K as well.
Yeah,
which
it was
is
incredible. I think he
Pretty
won by a
good
fair bit
Sunday,
too.
bro. Yeah, those running festivals, bro. Events are like festivals.
Yes.
It's crazy the atmosphere for fit people.
Yeah, because this one finished at Gloucester Park, and like you walk down this hill, and then there's music blaring. It's like you're walking into a listener.
Bro,
lounge.
Trio, when I went to the one last year, was pumping. I was like, what the hell? This is unbelievable.
Speaking of listen out, 16
Wow,
plus now.
This is very interesting. I'm surprised they're doing this. Obviously,
Yeah.
maybe they're taking a leaf out of GTM's book, because I think GTM was 16 plus, or
Yeah,
maybe
it
even
is,
open to
yeah.
all ages. I know parents can take kids. It's interesting. Like, I don't know if it's the vibe for Listen Out.
No.
There's obviously, as Evan pointed out, going to be drinking zones now.
Yeah.
And the drinking zones usually are not close to the stages.
Yeah.
From festivals I've been to that have had that. So that's a bit of a, I don't know. I felt like Listen Out's a bit of an adult festival, you know.
Yeah, it
you get really
feels
fucked
very
up.
much like that.
And now it's going to be with 16-year-olds running around.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the right choice. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. And then the second gripe we have with this is that it's on grand final day.
Bro, it's never been on the Saturday in WA. It's always on the Sunday.
Yeah. Usually get it the day after the grand final. And
Grand final?
It worked out well. It's like a fun weekend.
Grand final day? Bro.
That'll turn me away from it. for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, and I've seen some rumors of a lineup. People
Yeah.
think like Future. I've seen Skepta thrown around.
Or you could do grand final into Listen Out, which is a pretty good pre.
You could.
But you also, yeah, I don't know. I like having a dedicated grand final day.
I don't like missing any aspect of the grand final. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite days of the year,
sit
no
down
matter who's playing.
2
bro.
hours before the grand final and watch all the pre-game
I
stuff.
love it, bro. I love that. I love the AFL final series full stop.
Yeah.
I think it's right up there
Yeah.
with any sporting event. I love the finals, bro.
Speaking
Oh.
of finals, we have 2 this weekend. Dill,
Oh, mate.
obviously, your team is playing Manchester City on Saturday night.
Yep, FA Cup final. It's going to be a miracle for us to win.
Yeah.
If miracles happen, they happen in the FA Cup.
Yeah, that's true.
We're
The
going to
magic
have
of
to.
the
We're
FA
going to have
Cup.
to park the bus. That's all.
So that's, if you were the gaffer, you would say park the bus.
I'm playing 5 at the back.
Okay.
I'm parking the bus and just trying to hit him on the counter. That's the only way.
Yeah.
I
Or
would even like man mark Foden or some shit,
Okay.
bro. To be honest, like I don't see how else we win.
Who's best suited to do that, would you say?
I don't know, bro. I've heard that they reckon like they want to try and fit sort of Amrabat in the team as well. And
Okay.
but I don't really rate him as a player myself, so I don't know. I mean, Mainu, he's too young to put that pressure on him.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing you guys win because City win everything.
I think they could do a 3-0, eh?
Yeah. It was funny. Last year we actually went and watched it at the Cass.
And see, we like us. Well, was that 2-1? Did we even score a goal? Was it 2-0? I can't remember. But again, we weren't really in that game because
Yeah.
they controlled so much of the ball, which they always do. They're in form too.
Yeah, they are.
We just don't have the players, bro. You look at our starting 11 and theirs, night and
Yeah.
day. Like
Worlds apart,
it's
unfortunately.
not
but
good, bro.
look, you're there. You're in a
Yeah, we've
final.
made it.
And you can give yourself every chance to win it, which is
$5
huge.
to lift the cup on Sportsbet.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll pop 20 on it. Just hope for the best.
Southampton on Sunday night.
Massive game.
So-
Playoff final, mate.
I've ridden every high and every low all season.
Yep.
And we find ourselves in the playoff final.
Versus Leeds.
It is a massive game. Like at the start of the season, if you were asked what 2 teams you'd like to see in the playoff final, that would have been like pretty high.
Yeah.
If you were given choices, like it could have been Norwich, West Brom.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
No. So Leeds are a powerhouse. They finished 3rd. We finished 4th.
Yes.
So they have the upper hand in
Bit
that
of
aspect.
arrogance with them too.
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
And I don't like that arrogance, and hopefully it comes back to bite him in the
It's
arse.
going to be a massive game.
But the one stat that I like going into, there's 2 actually. So we've been forced to wear the 3rd kit, right?
Yep.
Which is annoying. It's a black and yellow kit, which is not Southampton at all.
Oh, is that your 3rd kit?
Yeah.
Black and yellow.
However, we've won our last 11 in that kit.
Okay.
right? Good omen. Now, the other one is that we haven't lost to Leeds this season. We've beaten them twice. So,
Okay.
So we go in with a mental edge, but I think they go in with some more supporters at the ground. Obviously, Wembley, 90,000. It's going to be a big occasion. We're getting together on Sunday night for that game.
Yep. Also, Scottish Cup final on
Oh, wow.
on Saturday night as well, which I just at 10 o'clock. Celtic Rangers. What
That'll
a
be
game!
cool.
What a weekend of soccer we have.
Yeah, you and I will be wearing our Saints kits on Sunday night.
Custom things, bro.
Yeah, off to Andrews. I'm going to bring all my kits so everyone can pop one on.
How many you got?
4.
There you go.
Well, I'll be wearing one. So there's 3 up for grabs for
Yeah,
others.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you'll be wearing one, I'll be wearing one. So there'll be 5 people in Saints kits, which will be good. Buckley's already requested one.
Yep.
And then the other 2 can go to anyone that wants to support.
Oh yeah, bro. We're never going for Leeds, man.
No.
United fans, no matter what.
And
Fucking kill them, bro.
especially you've got the little liking to Southampton
Yeah, Saints,
now.
my friends, bro. Give me the kit.
Yeah.
You know the kit men.
Yep.
If they go up next season, it's better for our trip
yeah, it'll
too,
be a
bro.
great
In every way.
experience.
Should be
So,
good.
yeah,
Should
that'll
be a
be
good
cool.
game. It's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. We
What have-
also
What have the scores been of the games previously?
we beat them 3-1 and then 2-1 on the last day of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
it could
2-1
be-
away,
It could be
I
close, yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting. I think, yeah, we have got a little bit of injury problems, but we've got through the playoffs without those players. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how it will go, but no, fingers crossed. I am very excited, and obviously people will probably know the result by the time this comes out, but we're going to talk about our lives. That's
They
what we do
will.
on this show. We had a little failure throughout the week, Dill.
Unfortunately, we did.
Yeah, and look, we'll own up to it. And look, there was a little bit of miscommunication.
Yes.
However, I'll take the blame on this. So the Welsh DJ, his name's Jakkob. You might have seen him on TikTok. We're quite friendly with him. As we said, he's used our TikTok sounds in the past. He's a very happy DJ.
Yes, he loves to party,
Yeah.
loves to have a laugh.
And he ain't shy of it. So we thought it would be cool to have him on. Plenty of stories, obviously.
Been in contact with him for a while.
Yep. And then we were going to get him on before he did his Perth show. So his plan was to come to Perth beforehand. His girlfriend is from Perth, so it would have worked well. But then he changed his plans and he wasn't coming to Perth before his show,
Yep.
but he was going to stay for a little bit after. Now, this is where the confusion set in for us because we'd planned to do it in a particular week,
Yep.
couldn't do it. And then
Things got messy.
we look at the weekend and we were like, holy shit, he played last night. So we were thinking, all right, well, he's not going to be in Perth much
Where did he
longer.
play?
Jack Rabbits.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Good venue.
And yeah, then we hit him up. We said, look, we can do tomorrow, right? Let's do it tomorrow. We'll bang it out. And he said, we're leaving, or we're flying out in the morning, 8 a.m.
Could have done it at 5, but, is what it is.
It wasn't very practical. So yeah, shout out to him. We still love and appreciate him. Hopefully we'll get
We'll
him
link
on.
paths one day.
Yeah, he said he'll come back to Perth, obviously, with his girlfriend being from here. He'll probably be back
Yep.
in the near future. But yeah, that's one that we missed from poor scheduling. But hey, we move
can
on.
we do?
We grind.
What can we do, mate?
This message. Oh no, you went, didn't you?
I went to a musical last
This
night.
looks like a bloke's name.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Elliot Muscatel.
Yeah.
So I thought that it was
Elliot
written wrong or
Muscatel.
something.
Yeah, he has sent in a few things, eh?
Anyway, so yeah, you went to the Elvis musical
Last night I went to the Elvis with Mum and my brother.
at Crown, was
at
it?
Crown. So that we got her tickets for Mother's Day. She's a big Elvis fan.
Oh.
Loves him. So, we went to the what's the little pub called there?
The pub.
The Wave. It's not the Waverley, is it? Is it the Waverley?
No,
Whatever the
but you're close.
pub is at Crown. So we went there first, had dinner. It was nice. Couple drinks.
The Reveille.
No, it's not
No.
the Reveille either.
What is it?
Crown Perth pub is the Merrywell.
The Merrywell.
So we went to the Merrywell. It was
Good.
good. Very busy, but yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Quick service. Happy with that. And then off we go to the theatre.
Yes.
Now, you can grab a drink before you go in. So
Now,
then
just quickly, have
Yeah.
you been to this theatre?
I have, yeah,
To
a couple
watch?
times. I've seen. Me and Mum saw a magic show there when I was about 14.
Okay.
Which was pretty decent. She got hypnotized. And then when else have I been there? Me and Carly watched a show there once that I didn't like.
Yep.
It was Dracula.
So was that like a waste of time in your head?
Yeah, and I'd never seen, I think it was ballet. And I'd never seen it before. We thought, we'll go something new, right?
Yeah.
Give it a go. And then, so throughout the show, I'm thinking, I don't rate this, but I don't know
True.
this art form.
Yeah.
So I'll wait till the end. No one stood up. So I was like, use a shit.
Okay.
And they kept bowing, wanting people to stand up. And I was thinking, get the fuck off the stage. Waste of time, bro. Casting was shit house. So I knew that one was bad. Come to this one. we go, grab a few drinks. We have the bottle of beer, and then he goes, oh, as I've already paid, bottles aren't allowed in, only cans, and so you have to pour it into a paper cup. So I'm already annoyed. Okay. I don't want to drink my beer out of a paper cup, bro.
Your brother was there too?
Yeah, so we both had to do the same thing. I was thinking, here we fucking go. Show starts. It was, I'll go like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
So mum really liked it. All the people who loved Elvis really loved it.
Was the main guy who sang the Elvis good?
He was good. I reckon a bit short for my liking.
Okay.
And for some reason they gave him like skinny black jeans the whole night. I really don't know. That was kind of irking me, bro. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. But no, he was good. They had like a kid playing like a kid Elvis. Okay. That they went, and he was good.
So Kid Elvis was better than Elvis, you reckon?
I reckon maybe.
How old was he?
Probably like 10 maybe. Okay. And then I liked the beginning and the end were really good, really high energy. The middle was a bit
lackluster,
a bit long. It was like I want to say it went for like 2 hours 40.
It was
long, bro. And obviously there was a bit of a 15-minute intermission.
Yeah.
But it was a long play. But no, mum really liked it. And then we went to the cast after and she had a win.
Oh, wow.
She won like 400 on a machine.
Oh, so it's a great night for
It was
Mum.
a good night overall. She had
a great
fun.
present.
Yeah,
Do you reckon Desley would have given it 8?
I reckon she would go like 8.5 maybe.
Wow, loved
But she did enjoy the show because obviously Elvis fan.
What did your brother give it, you reckon?
He was similar to me, liked the beginning and end. The energy was really good, but the middle was a bit long, a bit lost. So, but overall, good night.
But yeah, a couple of voice messages.
Yeah, let's get into it, mate.
We hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the potty, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
Hey boys, love the potty. Just listened to your last podcast just whilst I'm at work, and you mentioned 2 things that I wanted to talk about. One was going the life of a plumber. Don't do it, man. Fucking sucks. I am currently a plumber, and at the end of the day, job's a job, but go work as something else in a day in the life. The other one is when you were talking about how like you have to ring up and ask parents. You know what the biggest stitch up was? When you and your mate wanted to plan, but your mate was too much of a pussy to ask his own parents, so you had to ask the parents. Bro, those type of people, they're fucked up. They're fucked up. To put you through that situation where you had to call the parents and be like, hey, is it okay if I come over for a sleepover, and put all that weight on your shoulder at such a young age?
That's I've never had to experience that. I wouldn't have called.
Yeah. I've had to call, but for different reasons.
Not to offer myself to come over. That's confident as a kid to do that.
Maybe I've called to ask if they can come over.
Yeah,
I remember there was one particular family that I would call, and there was never any issues.
Yeah.
It was always, it's fine, whatever. But I always had to call, which was strange.
Yeah. Calling was wild.
I was like,
bro.
hey, Mrs. So-and-so,
yeah.
can so-and-so come?
Calling, it's such a lost art. Kids these days, bro. Home phone. Hi, is there?
The stress of bro. And you know what? It's kind of funny in a way. The roulette of you don't know which family member's going to pick up the phone.
It could be the dad or the mum, the brother.
Or older brother.
Brother, bro, is wild.
Or sister.
I never got to experience that. That would have been a dream.
All right, another one here.
G'day boys, I hope you're going well. I've just finished listening to your most recent episode, and I was listening to, was it a confession about the hotel fiasco and the guy who was trying to clean up his mess?
Pause.
Just quickly, what's a finasco?
Finasco? You mean fiasco, love?
Finasco would be like a sick soccer player's last name.
Finasco, bro.
Finasco!
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, let's continue.
The hotel Finasco.
And I was just thinking about how that type of situation is so avoidable.
That is an avoidable finasco.
All you gotta do is just flush multiple times, you know?
Okay.
Because
now
the water's overflowing, it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, I think what's happened is he's put too much toilet paper in
and then it's blocked.
Yeah. The more you flush, the worse it gets.
Yep.
Right? Or if there was a plunger, sometimes you can make it work. I've been there.
I don't think he had to bucket it out with his hands and shit. That's weird.
That was crazy.
I think he wanted to do that.
He made it so much harder.
He made the situation way worse than it should have been.
All right.
Yeah.
Continue, Finasco.
Like, if you need to use a lot of toilet paper, you just drop the log, flush, wipe, flush, and if you need to keep flushing to avoid the build-up of toilet paper, you just flush more. I know it kind of wastes water, but I feel like that's a better...
Doesn't give a fuck about the environment, does she?
That's wild. I mean, there's enough water to go around, I think.
Option than what happened, or getting a plumber out. And also, I was
Getting a
just thinking
plumber
about
out to the hotel.
toilet etiquette in general. I think it's just in a public space. I think that it is in good nature to drop it.
Here we go. Man, we've got 2 more.
All right, she has a lot to say. I like it.
50 more seconds. Relax, guys.
You drop it, then you flush it straight away, and then you'll notice that the smell will be there for like 3 to 5, maybe 10 seconds. And also, I just want to talk about toilet etiquette. I don't know if anyone else notices this, but I used to work in an office, and I always felt like the etiquette for the older generations, like maybe baby boomers or just under, was always terrible. They never clean up after themselves. Just no consideration or decency for others. It always really shocked me because, you know, these are respectable people in the office, and then they're just not really respecting the toilet space. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a lovely day.
That's the way. Teeing off at the middle-aged
Baby boomers and the Gen Xers, bro. She wants them.
And then there's the final bit.
Keep up the great work and keep bringing a smile to the faces of everyone.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's lovely. And now we will not abuse you anymore for the Finasco stuff.
Wow. So she wants these golden oldies, bro. She's not a fan of their etiquette at all.
Oh, she'll put their head on a steak.
Damn, bro.
And eat it like a steak.
Wow. I've never worked in an office before. It would be fun.
No, I haven't either.
I've never worked in an office building.
No. I remember when
we should give that a go for a day.
When I was younger, I remember Mum, there was maybe only 2 occasions, but Mum would like have me at the office for half a day or something.
Nice. Was it fun?
No, I hated it.
Okay.
It sucked. Like, I think I had my Nintendo DS, so it wasn't all bad.
Yeah, that's gangster.
But I'd rather be at home in the comfort of my own space rather than hearing everyone else on the phone and stuff.
Yeah. Office, bro. Wow.
Yeah, an office would be crazy. Because, you know, obviously, we love The Office, the TV show.
Yes, we do.
Imagine being able to live and work
every
in
day.
that environment.
It would be good if you had good people you work with, I'm assuming, in an office. But
sure.
I'm assuming also that it could turn bad very quickly, take over your life. And
have you seen those videos and it's like, when your favourite co-worker's about to quit and it's like an emotional video?
Yep.
Yeah, I've piled a few of those up. But
I've never experienced that before.
No.
Myself.
No.
I've
gone through that a lot lately. A lot of my favourite people at work are moving on or like finding new things, and it just makes you think, you know, what else is out there?
Yeah, new jobs. I always, keep an eye out on Indeed or whatever, see what's popping up. I really want to be a driver. I want to be a delivery driver, like just delivering parcels.
Oh, you could
just
do
me
that.
in the van.
Yeah.
Listening to
podcasts all day.
And then I'm just, dropping off parcels for whoever it is, Amazon, Ozpost.
How many days a week? 2?
2.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 if I'm driving.
I'll join you.
Yeah, if anyone has any jobs going, like sort of driving, anything like that, give me a call, bro.
Well, I did like a kind of, to be fair, I didn't really like it. Remember I did 2 weeks for like the federal election or something. And
what, counting?
No, I was a truck driver's offsider.
Oh, I do remember you doing that job. I didn't know it was for the election.
Yeah, there was a Canadian bloke.
I do remember this.
Called Glenn.
Yep.
And I basically just sat in a car with Glenn for 2 weeks and we drove around to all of the election sites.
We collected the ballots.
Nah, so we were actually taking like big boxes of, you know, the things that make the... Yeah, what do you call them?
Stores, the cardboard boots. Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually just had to deliver them to the school, but carry them through the school and drop it in like the centre that they're going to do it in, right? And we'd go to so many different schools. We even did a country run. I remember telling you about this.
Yep.
We went to like York, Northam, going to all these different schools. And it was kind of fun, but it was also really boring with someone that you have not much in common with.
Yes.
If you're just there by yourself, like as you're saying, it would be decent.
Yep.
Just listen to some music, podcasts. deliver stuff. Wouldn't be that bad.
I don't think it'd be a bad job,
I think
bro.
Dad did like 2 days for Woolworths delivering.
Well, didn't like it.
Nah, I didn't like it.
Because that's probably like groceries and shit, eh? Yeah.
But no, parcels would be all right. Surely.
Sure. Tell us like your easy jobs that you have that you love, that are chill.
I did another similar job for about 2 weeks as well, where I was delivering parcels, but it was horrible. They go, you're doing Perth City. What's the shopping in the city where it's all open and then you've got like all the shops on the
Hay
side?
Street Mall?
Yeah, okay, Hay Street Mall, right? So I had to deliver to there, and you have a big rack of all these parcels and stuff, and then you've got this device and it tells you where you're going to go.
On like the toll people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a toll job.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, you need to go into Mecca and you need to find this staff member and then you need to go through the back door and deliver this, right?
Okay.
I remember going to, it was like General Pants. I think it was General Pants. And they have like an elevator.
Wow.
My trolley didn't fit in the elevator.
Oh, no. So
So
you're
look-
having to grab the parcels.
Bro, look at me looking like a dweeb trying to fit it in. Then I had to leave it out the front thinking someone's going to steal it. It was a horrible day of work. And then you have to meet your co-worker back at his van at a certain time.
And be done?
Bro, I got lost. I didn't know. I still had half my stuff to do. Like, it was a nightmare day. He was a big Kiwi bloke, and like, he was really nice in the morning. He was like, "Oh, it's your first day." All
But
good,
then he
bro."
was over it?
He was angry at me, bro, because I hadn't finished my run.
Yep.
It was day one, mate. Fucking
Yeah, come
calm
on.
down.
A lot of people are bad when you start a new job. Like, they just assume that you will know everything halfway
Yeah,
through the day.
Bro, not understanding at all. Takes me 2 weeks and then I'm good.
Learning curve, bro. Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, a lot of people are bad.
But yeah, like
that.
you said, anyone got some, because obviously we're making money from the podcast,
Yeah.
but not enough to be like,
Nah.
sustainable. So any like 2 day a week jobs.
Any millionaires, billionaires want to take us under the wing?
Yeah.
Lawrence Escalante won't reply to us.
No, bump.
Even though message twice now.
Yeah, but I would love to go and do, like, I'd love to try a different job,
Yep.
couple days a week, some new different stories for the podcast too.
Yep.
You said, like, imagine a job with you, me, Rog.
And then he wasn't interested.
Nah.
Little gardener.
He's a garden
Little
gnome
pot
gardener.
plant, bro. Yeah, that would be fun. Because that's something I've never worked a job with mates ever.
Yeah.
Like, that's never something I've experienced. And I've always thought it would be fun.
Yeah, I worked with Dill Buckley and Aiden Padua.
Nice. How was that?
That was really fun. Really bad job, but
Yeah.
it was like fun. And then they both left, and I was last man standing.
Yep.
Then I even got people from school, and then mum came and worked a few times too.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was actually, but then it got pretty stressful on both of us because they were expecting a lot.
Yep.
Like, it's just a footy club canteen. Relax, guys. Like, everyone will get their food.
Yeah, pack it in at that point, eh?
Everyone will get their food when I say,
Yep.
because I'm the chef.
No doubt.
But yeah, that was cool. But yeah, no jobs with our school friends that we've had. Like,
No, I've never experienced it
no.
ever, bro. I
I've
feel like
built-
it'd be so much fun.
I built good relationships with people at my current job. So like, they're friends now. So if
Yeah.
I was to get another job with them, I'd still classify that as a similar thing.
Yeah.
Because yeah, coming up to 5 years at my current job,
That's a long time, bro.
it is a long time. And obviously, I started as a full timer, did that for a couple of years, dropped it down to 4 days, then to 3,
Yep.
then to 2,
Two's the dream, eh?
and I'm there 2 days a week. But yeah, I don't know what the future holds.
Well, you got your knee as well.
Well, the knee, like, don't have much annual leave left, so could be the end.
Yeah.
So I might even have to look at just a completely different type of job, office job. Ollie,
Yeah, hit him up.
I don't know. There's a few options, but yeah, if you guys in Perth have any jobs going, let me know. Monday, Tuesday, preferably. I like to get it out the way.
Yep.
Because obviously you and I work Wednesdays.
We do.
We work Fridays, and Thursday's my day off. So
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, please. I'm good. Look, I won't claim to be the best worker in the world.
Good enough though.
I'm good enough to do a job.
Yeah.
Right. I'll do it to the best of my ability, but I'll be doing it my way,
Yep.
and I'll be great with the team.
Yeah.
I can get along with anyone, and I'd like to say, if everyone's having a 5 out of 10 day, I'll make it a 6.
That's pretty good.
6.5 if you're lucky.
An extra point and a half, you take that.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's something to think about if your team morale is low. But I don't really want to be going into an environment where everyone's low and stuff like that. But hey, it is what it is. Weekend plans still?
This weekend, not much tonight, chilling.
Yeah.
Saturday, FA Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, I got work. And then Sunday night, we're watching the playoffs.
What time's work finish?
About 5.
Yeah,
something
nice.
like that, bro. Only like a little cheeky 3 hour.
For sure.
So happy days. Yourself?
Tonight, I have a friend's birthday. Tomorrow, relax.
Yeah.
Recover this knee. And then off we go to watch the playoffs Sunday night at our friend's place. Scared, nervous, but happy and excited.
Gonna be a great time though.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Hope you guys are going well. Much love, and we'll see you next week for 232.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.